Hello everybody, also ViChe here, self-proclaimed awesomest person on YouTube, and welcome to a one-off game. Don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna show you how bad I am at this game. Well, I am gonna try, and I got my brand new-ish Cherry MX keyboard, so maybe that will be the difference between winning and losing in this game. So, pretty much the game is, let's pretend this is the game right now, and you have to move your little guy, you see this icon, around the hexagon, and these cells you see here, different lines will come and you have to navigate through the lines. So it's easier to show than to tell, so without further ado, as you can see, best time 31:22, and I think 60 seconds to win. So wish me luck.
Again.
Yeah, I love this music though.
Line.
I thought I was...
Game over.
What? How did I lose there? Okay. So,
Again.
I thought I was gonna lose before. So you can never get into the mentality that I thought I was gonna lose, cause
Game over.
then you trip up and then you
Game over.
I shouldn't have corrected. Anyways, then you'll lose, and then you will not be able to recover yourself. Always go until it says game over. Never assume you died.
Game over. Again.
Yeah.
Game over. Again.
And this game works perfectly with me because focusing makes you quiet, and that's my jam.
Game over. Again.
I like how it spawns you roughly where you lost.
Game over. Again.
So, we're gonna see if we can beat my best. If not, beat this level.
Game over.
Yeah.
Again.
Never stop till you got it.
Game over. Again. Game
And it
over.
always
Again.
trips you up because when you're under, then controls seem reversed. So you gotta keep track on where you are in the hexagon.
Triangle.
Ah. That's...
Game over.
Oh! I almost got to my best. So it definitely takes a lot of your brain power. Especially with the
Game
flashing
over.
and the hitboxes. Like, I thought I died back there. But again, go until it says game over,
Again.
or else you'll screw yourself. It ain't over till it's over.
Game over. Again.
Just the bouncing for the game, like, you see how it's bouncing to music, it also trips you up that way too.
Triangle.
Triangle. Okay. I think you have
Game
to...
over.
Ow.
Again.
You just have to guess when it compresses.
Line.
It's really hard. This is, I think, the first time I played this game seriously.
Game
Oh. And I think another good point is to aim for more center. So don't try to go until the edge and then say you're good enough, because that was the problem I just had. I thought I went enough, but it was not enough. Don't overcompensate, don't undercompensate. That's the rules of this game, I guess. That was an undercompensation. Don't hug the walls. I need to learn to center. And I'm hungry too, so that really doesn't help.
Line.
I wish the game was a little more in sync with the music. Like the lines coming at certain beat points, but what can you do, man? It's an awesome game. I just don't have good reflexes.
Triangle. Square.
Oh, square. New record.
Game over.
And then those trip you up. Alright. We need to get next level. I have 45 seconds. Which means
Again.
we gotta get more. And you know you're never gonna get too long of a video if you suck, because each round is like 30 seconds at the most when you really suck. Like me. Oh. Like sometimes they compress and you can't see, sometimes you can't see.
Square. Game over.
And sometimes the curving just messes with your brain so much. Like there. My stomach. Stop it. I know the aspartame from Tic Tacs makes you grumble, but stop it. They're tasty. You know the whole thing where you're not supposed to eat gum? Sometimes I do eat the gum, like swallow it, which is unfortunate. Your stomach doesn't like you for that sort of thing, but sometimes you just want to put more in your mouth and you don't have garbage nearby. You don't want it on your desk, cause what else do you do? What else to do? Like chips are more the better kinds of snacks. Cause the only cleanup is just licking your fingers clean, and at that point you're set, cause it's like dessert on top of dessert. It's like your bonus snack. The Cheeto dust or whatever you got on your fingers. Unless you're on your phone, but you should never chip and text. This is a PSA.
Game over.
That was completely my fault. This is a PSA.
Game over. Again.
I'm trying to be entertaining, but it's not working. And I'm also getting unhinged, unfocused.
Line.
But that's okay.
Game over. Again.
Don't stop when you're in the middle of a vortex. Lesson learned. It really is hard to concentrate on things when you're hungry. Like when you're hungry enough that it feels like someone's getting a nice push into your stomach. And you're getting the real... Well, stomachs don't sound that bad, but... Think of thunder. That's sort of what my stomach's sounding like right now. Not the big cracks, but the...
Game over. Again.
But just the... You know what's coming in the distance. The low grumble.
Game over. Again.
Never get too complacent. Always keep your fingers ready.
Game over. Begin.
10 minutes and I still haven't beat this. I need to get good. Speaking of getting good,
Game over.
I'm thinking of maybe bringing StarCraft back.
Game over. Begin.
I now have 2 BattleNets accounts
Game over.
because I had everything on one and then I made it while I was a kid, like 15, 16. And it ain't letting me say I'm an adult so I could buy shit. Like, I bought some decks for Hearthstone, and it doesn't even... Well, I tried, and it didn't work, so I had to make another account. It sucks. Because now everything's diversified. And I can't change my... Ow. I can't change my, StarCraft stuff very easily. Or at all, I'm not sure. So StarCraft will have to live on one account and Hearthstone on another. Probably every other game I own will be on my other account just because then I'd be able to make purchases with that account. Though I'm not planning on playing Overwatch or any game like that. I'm not that into Team Fortress 2 and I got that for free, so... Kinda says everything that needs to be said there. Interesting concept though. I just don't have enough friends that readily are available to play whenever I want to play. And whenever they want to play, I'm not ready, so it's hard to... Oh. It's hard to make plans for something when you can't make plans for something, you know? Oh. Oh. No! One more time. 2 more seconds. I just need to keep the tangent going, I guess. So anyways, before that tangent distracted me from my main tangent, I wanted to say that, yeah, I do want to try bring back StarCraft on the channel. I know I have 1 episode, but more than 1 is what I wanted. I wanted to sort of climb the ladder kind of thing. And I might do that because I think the last expansion is out. I think there was only 1 more, which was Something of the Void, Call of the Void, the Protoss expansion. I think that's pretty much it for expansions. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do a StarCraft 3, maybe in 5 years, 6 years. But seeing as that will be a while, it still would be a good idea to invest in and get whatever the Void and maybe play around and get good. Because even if they make a StarCraft 3 or a newer variant of real-time strategy game, maybe a new Warcraft, who knows? The movie might do so well, they might do another RTS just for homage or whatever. Because Warcraft 3 was the latest, and that was quite a while ago. I think that was before StarCraft 2. Yeah, it was definitely before StarCraft 2, but I think it was like 3-4 years. It was a while, that was for sure. Oh, my mind, it couldn't see. When did you guys get into the whole RTS thing, if you are in fact into it? Though I played Warcraft 1 before, or Orcs and Humans. One, it's only a demo copy I had from, it was, my mom was subscribed to a Mac game magazine or whatever, and it was a demo on there. So, well, it was more a program magazine, but it was for classic Mac. So like 8, 9, something like that. I like those systems, but anyways, we really got into it. Our friend, well, not so much as a family friend, but more of my brother, Knight of Clouds' friend. His name was Huxley. He gave us a burnt copy of Warcraft 2. I think it was non-expansion version, and we just got so into it. My brother mostly, well, both my brothers more so than me, because I wasn't so much, not so much not allowed on the computer, but I had less time than them. Oh, anyways, I hate when the music stops, when it keeps repeating that beat over and over. It makes you think you're close and then you just screw up. Anyways, anyone playing some RTSs, what was your first? That's a question for the comments, so throw it down there. I'll know you made it this far if you actually commented anything about that. I'm actually doing better now than I have ever have on this game, which is pretty nice. I guess it needs a little bit of mental concentration beyond the game. If you become too focused on the game, the colors merge.
Game over.
Sometimes you just suck though. But this game is fun overall, I'd say.
Game over.
All tangents aside, I made it to like 17 minutes after all the stuff I have to cut. So, with that being said, one more time. This is for all the marbles. So, one last time.
Line. Game over.
Well, that was my last attempt. 1942. God, that was a World War II era date, I think. Or was the war not yet started in 42? Either way, dark times. So, with that being said, I'd just like to thank y'all so much for watching. It's been great. We got 43. I think the best was set by my brother last time. He could beat this level easily, but he stopped before beating it on my computer just so I didn't get the achievement. He wanted me to earn it myself, and I do want to earn it myself, so off camera, I'm definitely gonna beat the game. But with that being said, that will be a journey for me. And a journey for you should be maybe one of my previous vids after this. I mean, they're all about this quality. Good, bad. You decide what this quality entails. With that being said, we have plenty of things to offer. And with that being said, I'll leave you to it. With that being said, I know I've saying with that being said a lot, and that's intentional. So, with a million other people you can be watching at this very moment, I'm glad you're watching me. Thanks, and bye-bye.